and welcome to this, another episode of Wasting All the Time, Level 3. My name is Dave, and I will be your host. Joining me for this improvisatory walkabout are my two cohorts, John.
Hey, I'm John.
And Cody.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Oh, hey, thanks. That's nice.
Yeah. Jess will be back with us soon. However, therefore,
yes, and
we still have an episode for you, beginning with a little bit of a Jonologue.
And now it's time for John to break shit down. Now entering the Jonologue.
So I want to talk about multi-tools for a little bit, and then we can go back to what we were doing. So multi-tools are, in theory, very useful little thing to have, right? It's a little thingamadoodle that's got a bunch of different additional little thingamadoodles on it. It's got a knife, it's got a little serrated knife, it's got theoretically like a bottle opener. Sometimes there's a corkscrew, all kinds of neat stuff. But in reality, do we ever use even half of what's on a multi-tool? I've got one that's got fucking pliers on it. I'm not going to use a multi-tool. When is that going to come in handy? I'm not MacGyver. I'm not fighting the communists with bubble gum and a paperclip. Like that's not going to come up in my day-to-day life, right? So why then do I have like 6 different multi-tools, all of them with the same shit in it, with the exception of the one with the pliers? That's an outlier. Most of them have scissors, which I understand that if the scissors work, but they don't. They don't cut anything that I need them to cut. Also, there's already 3 different fucking knives in this multi-tool. What do I need scissors that don't work for? Okay? I mean, the Swiss Army guys would never stand for this.
I'm very impressed, but at some point we need to actually pack for the trip.
I understand that. It's just that, we need to figure out exactly what we need for the trip so that we can pack with maximum efficiency. I don't want this to be like last time where we ended up needing 5 changes of underwear and we brought 7.
I see that as a good thing. Redundancy for underwear is frankly undervalued.
Okay, but
what I don't need is one pair of underwear that's trying to be a bunch of different kinds of things.
But see, that way you can have your cake and eat it too. So you can have the extra underwear, but it's underwear that also could be a hat or a bikini top or in a pinch, a weapon for strangulation.
What if I need all of those things at the same time?
Why would you need all of those things at the same time? Why would you need a hat and underwear and a bikini top and something to strangle someone with? That's excessive.
It's happened before. I think that you're overvaluing the convenience factor, like the novelty of, this is like so many, when I don't think that it would make a really very good hat anyway. You know what I mean? It would be a shitty hat.
So it's a fashion issue. It's not about the efficiency. It's about fashion.
I don't think, because it's trying to do so many different things, I don't think it's doing any of it well.
I mean, it worked as a strangulation device.
You
saw.
I don't dispute that. It does one or two things pretty well, but all of the other things I don't want to rely on it for. What if I have an accident? Now I've just shit my hat, my bikini top, and my strangulation device.
Well, that's why all of the underwear you bring will be the multi-tool underwear.
Why not just bring that many underwears?
Because then you'd also have to bring a bikini top and a hat and a strangulation device.
That's what I want. That's what I like.
Yeah, but it's going to put our luggage over the weight limit. We're going to have to unpack some things, put them in another bag, and that's going to be a charge.
Yes. I want you to think about what else you're packing besides my clothes that maybe we could chip away from a little bit to help with the weight.
Okay, that's why we need to think about what we actually need for this vacation so that we can pack efficiently.
I've identified what I need. You are trying to prepare for any situation. I don't think that the campsite is not going to like you pouring a patio.
But what if there's not a patio there?
There won't be. We know there won't be.
Then how am I supposed to set up the telescope? What if there's look, you know how it goes. You know, there's no comets scheduled, but what if one shows up?
Well, that's one of the nice things about going out there is you can see things with your naked eye.
But
all I'm saying is that if we leave the concrete and the telescope, we could fit so many more articles of clothing. I really want you to consider that.
Okay, I'm considering
it. It doesn't have to be those items, but think along those lines. It really should be those items, but it doesn't have to be.
What if I didn't pack my shoes?
What are you going to wear? Underwear? With sandals?
It works for that too. Ding.
There we go. That's the Jonologue. Let's move it on to the next segment.
Yes, you're all very welcome. That is now my segment. And I have brought for your listening entertainment the game Press Conference. One of us will be a spokesperson of some sort for something, holding a press conference, something very important. And the other two will alternate through as journalists of one stripe or another. You know what I'm talking about. And we're going to build a story. It's going to be great. You're going to be touched. Like emotionally. Anybody have a particular desire to be or not to be the news person? Folks individual?
It could be the spokesperson. Sorry.
Cool.
All right, everyone. Welcome. It's big day today, as you all know. Thank you for being here as we have this little information session together. I'm thrilled as always to see all of you. Lots of familiar faces I've seen several times now as we've had these little listening sessions. I'm excited to get right into it. It's, as I said, it's a big day for our company, and just even bigger days ahead. So, yes, you in the hat. Yes.
Hi, Rex T. Soros here from the tabloid. Can you explain why 3/4 of the board was just observed leaving the country?
Yes. So, the board is has decided in its infinite wisdom that several members would benefit greatly from a team building exercise in the wonderful, exotic, scenic Himalayas.
Huh.
And so they're going there.
Over here.
Yes.
Alan Allenson from the Allen Times. Does the board's activity have anything to do with the rumors that this product launch is 3 years behind schedule?
Good to see you, Alan. That the product launch is I'm going to tell you the truth. It is not 3 years behind schedule. It is not. That is false. Entirely false. It's 6 years. Yes, in the jacket.
Hi, PD Peterson. I was wondering if you could speak to roughly 1/4 of the board was observed going into a bunker last night. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so that's going to be a different team building exercise. It's centered in isolation. It's kind of like an escape room sort of thing. But with higher stakes, we'll say. So it's very normal sort of thing that we do here at the company. It has nothing to do with the fact that our lab is doing great.
Over here.
Yes, in the shoes.
Is that me? Oh yeah. Okay. Jake Paulson from the Morning Sun.
Hey, Jake.
Now, it's good. Thank you for holding this. A lot of information. Obviously, people are really excited to get a hold of. You mentioned the lab, which actually brings me very, very neatly to this question. There have been more trucks carrying equipment. Well, we assume it's equipment and gear into the lab than out. What's happened to those trucks? What's happened to those drivers? Why do some of the trucks have radioactive symbols on the sides? Should we be concerned about your product launch?
I mean, I don't think you should be concerned by the product launch at all. The product launch is going to be great. It's a fantastic product. And we've found some really interesting other things along the way. The product is still the product. But we found other things also, like cool new scents that we can apply to various things. Some sources of minerals not heretofore known on Earth, portal technology, all kinds of interesting things.
Over here.
Yes, from Scent Weekly.
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering, when is the 5 mile exclusion zone going to be lifted?
So
people going to be able to return to their homes?
Right, the 5 mile exclusion. I'm glad you brought this up. We are going to be doing away with the 5 mile exclusion zone. And we're going to be replacing it with a 15 mile exclusion zone. We will be beginning those I'm trying to avoid the E word here, but we are going to be coordinating those resettlements shortly. Yes, over here.
All right. Just call me John.
Okay, John.
I'm a blogger, independent blogger. But really, all of my readers are very concerned about what's these NDAs that all of the employees have had to sign, and the families within the now 15 mile radius. There's been a lot of NDAs going around, and they're getting big checks. What is that about? What are you hiding?
Oh, well, we're not hiding anything at all. It's what what it looks like. You know, we've got a lab with a 15-mile exclusion zone in which we are pioneering the next steps in aromatherapy technology. And we've found some other things along the way. Yes, over here.
Hi, I'm Lyle Matheson. I'm an investigative journalist. And last night I snuck onto the property and I saw a strange glow. And then
Oh, well, that's, it's really sad how this is just happening. You know, people just poofing out of existence when they're within the exclusion zone. You know, it's it's definitely nothing to do with the portal. But next question, please.
Rabble.
Yes, over here.
My name's not important. Well, there have been rumors you're updating your Facebook page. What's that about?
Oh, well, that's just to because I was public relations for both of our labs, but now we only have the one lab because the second lab disappeared.
Oh man, exciting!
Yeah. So, but it's fine. It's fine. The Phobos lab is still up and running. We don't even need the Deimos lab.
Hey,
thank you.
not really a question, but I just want to say that like stocks are going up and really bringing a lot of value for the shareholders. So thank you. That's all.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, I think it's going to be
my
great.
name's not important.
Any more questions from anyone?
I think we need to leave. I think we all need to leave right now.
I mean, I don't think you need to leave.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to leave.
Given the things that have been coming out of the portal, there's not going to be anywhere to go soon.
Nice. That was the 5-mile exclusion zone. Yeah, no. It's 15 now, which itself is a paltry nuance because we're all going to die anyway.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
There we go. Thank you, Cody. That was fun.
My pleasure.
Good times.
All right, we have but one more segment to do, and that is the butt end segment, the last segment, my segment. That's right, folks. It's time for another Paterson's Premises. This time, we're going to go with Lost Your Time Machine.
Lost
Okay.
Time Machine.
That is the premise for your improv.
Excuse me, sir? My good sir?
Yes. How may I help you?
Oh, yes. I was wondering if you had seen a car-shaped thing around somewhere? Yeah.
Like a train car.
Yep. Okay, good. Let's go with train car. Yes. Okay, like a train car. Just around, not on any train tracks nearby, maybe?
Like a very small train car. Not on tracks. With a
Right.
with a rather garish sort of a horn thing on it. And a spinning wheel.
You know what? Yes, sir, that's it. That's the train car I'm looking for. You could just kindly direct me to it?
I'm afraid I've not seen
Please?
anything like that.
God. Okay. That's totally fine.
But
Oh, okay.
my friend Edward here, I believe he saw something of that description.
That does
Great.
ring a bell.
Great. Whereabouts might I find it? Is it near the I guess what would it be? The pub at this point? This public house right here? Or at the would it be a pharmacy at this point? The apothecary? That's too far. Where would you have seen it?
So this is
Well-
a Denny's.
Damn it. Always the fucking Denny's that trips me up.
We saw something like that being loaded into a truck and taken away.
Okay.
I
that's-
assumed it was drugs.
Not in the traditional sense. Did the truck driver happen to tell you where he was going, or have a large logo plastered on the side of his truck with an address and hours of
Well-
operation?
Well, the truck driver was a Martian, so I expect he was going to the other side of town.
There's a Martian side of town nowadays.
Of
which
course
I
there's a
am
Martian
totally
side of
familiar
town.
With.
What do you think this is? The 23rd century?
Haha, not anymore. Well, then I should be on my way to the Martian side of town to pick up my train car.
Well, if
of
it
course
went
we
to
know-
the Martian side of town, I don't know. It might have sunk into the marsh.
Well, how deep is the marsh?
Oh, as
Ish.
deep as you like.
Oh, well, that's good. I don't like it deep at all.
You won't like the marsh. Ding.
Fucking
Sorry, kind of
brilliant.
had the idea of like he also doesn't know where he ended up in time. It's all these
That was
conflicting-
fantastic. Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's like, this is the Denny's. Damn it. It's always at Denny's. Awesome. Love it.
There we have it. That was my premise. Someone
Good.
who lost their
premise.
time machine.
Yeet.
All right, that's about going to do it for this episode. If there was anything that you liked in particular, please go to wastingallthetime.com/vote and join the folks who have been submitting scenes that they liked throughout the year. We really appreciate that. And at the end of the year, we look back upon these scenes fondly. How do you like that, huh? You want us to look at something fondly? Nominate it. And with that bit of business out of the way, I have been Dave.
I have been Cody.
And I was John.
And we wasted all the time. Thanks ever so much.
Butts.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you really enjoyed the show, support us at patreon.com/timewastepod, or go to wastingallthetime.com. Joining me for this improvisatory words just left my brain.
Smorgasbord.
Been there.
Walkabout
Bacchanal.
is what I was trying to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking all though. Like, hot damn.
Hold for sirens.
Aren't you supposed to pull over for sirens?
No, you hold.
No, never pull over for sirens. That's what they want. That's how they get you on the rocks.
The rocks.
They're trying to get you to steer your ship onto the rocks so that it
The
sinks.
sirens.
My God. Okay, I was thinking of a drink. I was trying to think, how do you have like a person on the rock? Give me John on the rocks.
Welcome to cold turkey, Cody.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is not bode well at all.
Mythology fail. Oh.
Wasting all the time, Cody mythology intact.
Mm.
Ooh, true fact.
Hmm.
Goodness.